What up, folks? This is your favorite first generation LordVucious Apollo Creed, completely stuffed with burgers, chickens, and fries, and ready to rumble as we continue on part 4 of the Rockman and Forte playthrough as Rockman. We're getting a little safety precaution items, just in case this particular area goes wrong, because we're about to deal with the gateway to King, which is pretty much a crystal chamber, more or less, where you gotta use all your acquired weapons you got from your robot masters, the fallen masters, and use each weapon corresponding to each corresponding crystal. For each one you destroy, you get a large bolt that's worth 100 bolts. So as you see, you got one for the spread drill. Prior you saw one for the lightning bolt and the ice ball, and it pretty much is pretty self-explanatory. Of course, they don't make it easy. You gotta use the weapon's properties in order to destroy all the crystals. Most of them are pretty easy to destroy. For me, however, there's one in particular that usually get on my nerves. The remote mine crystal. Because of the fact that you got a very narrow pathway to maneuver the remote mine. And you can either throw it too high, too low, too close. And I'm more likely to drain all of my remote mines than get it on the first try. Hey, getting it on the third time is pretty fortunate considering my bad luck rate. But anyway, crystal destroyed, and now we're free to raid King's Castle. But first, now that I got a whole mess of bolts, let's use them. About to get myself a little bit of items that I'm definitely gonna need. More than likely, definitely need the high speed charge. I need the counter attacker, because there is gonna be times when I am gonna be low on energy and I need the offensive power up. Definitely need the energy saver, because I'm probably gonna be using the lightning bolt a few times. Especially in this section. King's Castle Part 1. Well, Stage 1. Where it's pretty much an overview of a majority of the platforming areas that we experienced in the entire game. Which pretty much goes without saying for other Rockman games, but this one in particular, such as this area, blatantly taken from Burner Man's area. Yes, there is a section that you cannot see where you will fall through a hole. Well, anyway, for the most part, the first area of King's stage is pretty much straightforward. You gotta avoid these, well, actually, you technically can't avoid them as see, my safety precaution came through. That would have been twice as embarrassing if I had died, but I live, so we keep going. As I was saying, the centipedes in this stage I think are much stronger than the ones from Groundman stage, if I recall. My memory kind of fails me, but I'm pretty sure that they are much stronger than they are in Groundman stage. But that's several screens ago. Now, strike lightning! And that was right. Now, conveyor belt from Dynamo Man. And actually, you can skip this as Rockman, but it requires a lot of lightning bolts, because you gotta pretty much rapid fire the lightning bolt, as Rockman can be suspended in mid-air while you spamming. said lightning bolts. And you can pretty much keep spamming them until you move forward enough to get to the ladder. You don't have to worry about the conveyor belts. But if you don't have the energy saver, you're pretty much better off just going through the conveyor belts and conserving energy. And there's one other section that probably will be a trouble spot. And we're not talking about the sinking junk that you saw earlier that pretty much is quicksand. It's this area where the green goop, I want to say it could be toxic, some kind of waste. I'd rather not know what kind. Toilets for the lost. Anyway, they inhibit your jumps. So if you're standing incorrectly before you jump, odds are you will fall into a pitfall to a humbling death. Well, we're pretty much done here. Just destroy that thing and boss time. Yeah, we're gonna spank that monkey. We're gonna spank the monkey good. Gonna spank. Oh, where was I? And here's another familiar looking boss taken from Rockman 8. This time you're dealing with one of them, while trying to avoid the monkey, which you can distract using the main weakness, the copy vision. Avoid touching the lava at all costs as it is instant kill. However, it doesn't make it easy as the platform pretty much requires you to use it as a pulley to rise the robot up, causing you to be close to the lava and close to the robots that come up from said lava. And use that seam to trap that is sprung if you defeat the enemy and stand on the dropping platform too long. You will die if you defeat it and do not jump off the drop platform in time. And that take care of the first stage. Get another shock guard so I can be safe from spike damage one more time. And now for the King Hallway, the second stage of King's massive fortress. And in this section, massive is a bit of an understatement. Well, actually, let me take that back. No, it's not an understatement, but this is gonna be long. I'm warning you right now. Why is this section long? Well, let's just say King is quite prepared. Very, very prepared. Well, dealing with this little section here, and we're already to a boss chamber. Pretty quick, don't you think? Nothing totally suspicious about this at all. Completely and totally legit. And now we begin with dealing with a tank. I call it the King Tank, but if my memory serves, it's actually called the King Roller. Don't quote me on that. There's probably a whole bunch of translations and or nicknames. I just rather stick with King Tank. Anyway, the King Tank pretty much has three weak spots, but multiple means of attack. You saw the Gatling gun in the front, which you can destroy with the remote mine. And there goes the Gatling. And you saw the bombs that it spews from the top of the tank. You can also use the remote mines, which is probably recommended. You can also try your luck and use the copy vision, but it's a bit random, especially with the back compartment where it spews out little toy soldiers, and that section you need to destroy. And to destroy that, you need a copy vision. But first, let's take care of this little bomb dispenser. And there we go. Now, the back compartment is actually the easiest to destroy, as long as you can coast it to actually firing it, using it, which is why it's probably best to take it out last, especially if you got his bomb, the bomb dispenser still out. It's pretty much random, the weapons you use. Not too easy to coast the weapons to come out properly, and the fight can wind up being very long as a result. For me, that fight was pretty much decent. It could have been much worse. But King Tank destroyed. Now for the next area, which is unfortunate, as we probably would have been better off just dealing with the tank, because the next part is gonna be worse. Very, very bad. Why? Oh, you're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, auto-scrolling, no bottomless pits, and moving platforms. Yep. And our next boss, the King Jetter, or just King Jet. This thing here is even more annoying than the tank. You see the flashing things in the bubbles? Yep, a very blinding flash bomb, which pretty much can render you uncertain of your jumps, considering you're dealing with moving platforms. If you saw the red crystal that was in the center, if you don't destroy it in time, mostly with a remote line, it will fire a near full screen, but still unavoidable laser blast for massive damage. And yeah, lucky there. That was another ability. The fist can punch out one of your platforms, and that could be really, really deadly if it destroys the wrong platform. Which actually, I got lucky. I got really lucky, and I'm not dumb enough or ballsy enough to try to skip the stage after defeating King. If you are one of those people who watches tool assisted speedruns, yeah, I ain't gonna do it. Too risky, and probably need to be hatched or some old whatever the crap. But yes, we're still not finished. We still gotta fight King himself, which is the final. Yes, this is the final part. But even then, King isn't gonna go down easy. I'll tell you that right now, and we got an annoying Teletune blow up in idea. Oh, mercy. Let's destroy this dude. Let's see. Try this. Actually, I had the right idea, but I wasn't thinking about it completely. I should have tried to coast him out of the shield. Oh well. Anyway, now we're about to deal with King. And there he is, standing with his shield in tow. And I ain't gonna do anything. Yep, actually you can't do anything. He's completely invincible in this form. And if you shoot him while he shields up, he will absorb the blast and deflect it right back at you. So you pretty much just gotta hang on tight and avoid damage from his X-beam cannon. pretty much jump, jump, slide, jump, slide. That's pretty much the pattern. He'll do that 3 times, and cutscene. Where our good buddy Blues is gonna pretty much help us out and make this fight somewhat easier. Let him charge up, and we're waiting and waiting, and boom goes the shield. Yes, it can, King. Yes, it can. Of course, Rockman worried about his brother, and his brother pretty much gotta set Rockman straight again. Yep, we gotta deal with our buddy here, King. Pretty much acts crazy. He also shoots a reflecting laser that pretty much like another Gemini laser. Yep, another reflecting laser, while he jumps around in random spots. He's weak to the lightning bolt in this form, but due to weapon consumption is not recommended. Just pretty much take him down with the buster. And at this point, I should have thought about using the super armor at this point. I was too focused on the fight to even think about doing it. Oh well, he's dead at the cost of some energy, but I think I can still handle it. I'm confident in myself. Gotta have confidence. I gotta have Ryu Hayabusa type confidence. Yeah, gotta love that confidence. In reading the translation, how in the world did Wily actually not... How did he even... Well, never mind. The story... I'm getting twisted. My mind's twisted. I'm getting twisted. But yeah, of course, Wily's behind all this. He made King, and once we defeat him, we gotta obviously go after the bad doctor himself. First things first, gotta destroy ourselves, a king, a tank, and a jet. And yeah, we gotta have ourselves a big mech type thing. Get massive Power Rangers vibes here. Anyway, this boss here, he's only weak to the head, weak to the wave burner, shoots seeking energy orbs, drops bombs, and has that big freaking laser that the King Jet had. And there's the falling bombs. For Rockman, you need that platform to even get close to the helmet. This fight is extremely tough as Forte though, because you got no platform to reach him, and the diagonal shot is not all that trustworthy, more or less. This fight can be really long if the boss doesn't cooperate. This could span many minutes, and a lot of weapon energy will be drained. Oh, for the record, you can also use your copy vision to destroy the red crystals if you run out of remote mines, and vice versa. But now, destroyed. Well, this is pretty much the end. We're about to finish the thing off and take down Wily next time at part 5. So, as King is destroyed, we gotta get ready for the next time. So until then, the end game is near. See you later, folks.